listen. Let's listen. Let's listen. Let's listen.
Hey, good evening. Chips and Bricks number 50. Apologies for not having a party hat and going that with one of those silly things. Couldn't get it organized because we were focusing on getting a good playlist together. As you already might have heard, we have two systems today. I have a C64 and Amiga. Originally was going to be an Amiga show, but we had to add some things because of reasons basically. And yeah, there we are. So, hello, this is Chips and Bricks. These are demo scene retro things played from real hardware, and we're doing Amiga mostly today. So let's see. We have our Amiga 500 here, Kickstart 1.3, half megabyte of fast, half megabyte of chip, standard CPU, and we have our good friend to keep a look at everything, Mr. Screen. Can you wake up, Mr. Screen? Yes, there you go. Mr. Screen will tell you whenever we're loading, because that can take a while on Amiga every now and then. And we also have our C64 here, already on the side. So that's that. 50th episode, yay, hooray. Not 50th Twitch broadcast, that's a few behind, but 50 is a nice number, and we're going for that. And in the end, I said it was going to be an Amiga episode. However, a few days ago, the news got us that our good Commodore 64 friend, TMR at Magic Roundabout of Cosine, lost his battle against COVID-19. Was in hospital for 14 to 15 months, and finally he said, I've had enough, and went into hospice care. I've never met TMR. Well, I don't know him. I haven't known him personally, I have to admit. I have met him a few times. He was also active in the arcade retro gaming scene, and then using that on various revival events. I, without a doubt, must have talked to him a few times. So, in order to just look at all the releases that TMR did, because if there was an online compo left or right, up and down, there would be an entry from him in it. We're going to play a few of those, and with a few I mean two, to start off the show before we start off with the Amiga section. So let's start that first. Not gonna talk a lot about them. Maybe do some comments when they're nice, and they're nice because I've picked some nice ones for me. Good. Eagles Dare will be the first one, which is the most. It's not the most recent one, but I think we actually played it on the show earlier because I liked the design and because whatever the hell it did for me. And if all is well, yes, there's the virtual disk, and it might be good to mute the Amiga actually. So I've done that now. So we're gonna look at this small intro, then we're gonna do a second one, and then we're gonna start with the Amiga stuff. Talk to you soon. Alright, so this is obviously based on the old Eaglesoft crack throw, as is should be known to you. If not, look it up. They're very old, very stylish, and they are pretty much timeless. But nicely done reimagining of the logo, so to speak. The big bouncy cosine sprites, lovely colors. Looking at, there's a few higher sprites going on, and you know, nice sprite multiplexing and just keeping out of bounds at you. Have enough with your 8 sprites. So this is the first one we're gonna show from TMR. This is Eagles there. Second one is the Gamers Extreme Intro number 2. And because I am a nut for raster bars and everything, I really love this one. Add a full a nice side border scroller over, so you have the entire width of the screen, and you end up with a very nice one screener. Check it out. So looking at this is like the logo wobble, which is of course a cosine, hence the name, which is reflecting the name of the group, which I find extremely fitting. TMI use those a lot, and looking at all the stuff that's going on here with the pretty ridiculous raster timing and on all the raster bar, plus then underneath the border scroller. This one screener is a lot more complicated than it seems like, because you have all the crazy timings, having to set your raster bars at the exact right point and then putting the logo on top of it. So yeah, there you go. So yes, if you're just joining, hello, good evening. Is it like, well, yeah, but this is Commodore 64. I wanted to have Amiga stuff. Yes, we're getting to Amiga stuff. First, we have been playing a few little productions by TMR, who passed away a few days ago. Related to COVID-19, and therefore, you know, remembering the person, the productions won't be forgotten. CSDB is full of his productions and the stuff that he did. Plans are being worked on for like a tribute demo. That's a bit too early, but look at the CSDB discussion board. Without a doubt, stuff will pop up over there when it happens, and if you want to cooperate, there are already some people keeping details if we should you want to join and put something together. That's it for that. This is also the end of the Commodore 64 section, so I'm gonna reboot this one over here and go on with the Amiga stuff, because I said this is the 50th episode, and we are going to look at Amiga demos that we have played over. I should mute this. Have played over more or less the last year on Chips and Bits, because we're now doing this for more or less that period of time, and yeah, make a nice selection. And actually, in order to start, let's just go to the Amiga, because that's what we're going to look for here. Is I'm going to start with not the first demo that we've played on the show on Amiga. It's not the oldest Amiga demo. Actually, we haven't played this demo yet on this show, but it is the first demo that I saw on an Amiga 500 when I was buying the Batman pack, because that was the pack that we were getting also here in the Benelux, because we had if you read John Pleasant's book, you will find out it was a UK pack, and they had it on the Benelux market as well, where I live. Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. Find out in which of the three I live. It's not Luxembourg. And we had the Batman pack commercials. I had my 64. Said, okay, cool. I would like the Amiga. Got the Amiga pack. And then the people in the store, which was CSS, not the style sheet thing, just computer software solutions, whatever the hell it was, in Wilsele, just north of Leuven, my hometown, which was also where I got my C64. Well, my dad got C64 back then. And they said, okay, yeah, sure, the Amiga, what can it do? And they said, well, yeah, of course, let's hook it up, because when you see it in the store, it just gives you this hand and that's it, and you have no idea. You can reset it, you can type, nothing happens. Like it's like the worst demo pot ever for an Amiga, just having it standing here on the Kickstart screen. And then yeah, they said, okay, sure, let us show you something. And then they popped in this floppy disk, and I got an Amiga 500. And many years later, we're doing this here. And this will now load for a while. So yes, Megalo's demos, or just the Wild Copper Mega demo, because it has many names here, and I'm going to mute it a bit, because this has, for those unfamiliar with this demo, it runs over the workbench. Sometimes this scroller will crap out a bit, because it's originally made for Workbench 1.2, not 1.3, and so sometimes this thing has some minor issues left and right, but still this is a scroller running on top of the workbench. It's a fully functional workbench. You can pop in a different floppy and just go along with your productivity, and this scroller on top will be a bit running in the background. So while this is running, let's say hello to some people in the chat, because we haven't done that yet. So who have I seen pop in already? Kobrian, Haraki, Gilater, Toddler, Xini, Aggressor, Hagar Evil, Cartemon, Valkero, Wavemaker 78, Anonym, Sfinto 777, Felice, Truck, welcome, you made it home just in time from dropping off that thing. Well, thank you very much for joining, everybody. So I'm not gonna play every single part of this, because if you load it up, it's a little it's one disc with a few applications on it. And okay, are we opening this? Yes, there we are. So we have Warm Start, we've got, let's see, Big in Japan, RVB Demo, Wild, and Reset. Now, the top two are music tracks, which play over the ones you're playing. It will just change the music. The interesting parts are these two, RVB Demo and Wild. I'm going to start with Wild, as we've seen it a few times here on Chips and Bricks, and it's been emulated, copied, ripped off, whatever, but this is the original. If it wants to load, yes, it's loading. And I'm not gonna play it all the way through. The scroll text is not very readable in the end after all these years, but still. I'm gonna leave it here for this part. You can text on your own. You're just here where you left off. Now, for me, the part that was always being looked at, which I just played in with the entire scroll text through, is the RVB demo. Also, for its age, 1988, you have well, not animated icons, but you have properly done icons. They've really put some work in the entire workbench part. I'm gonna leave it running, and then I'm gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna go on. I'm gonna leave it 4-bit because the music in this one is 1988. It kicks ass beyond believing.
Wild chopper.
I love you.
Wild chopper.
I love you.
Wild chopper.
I love you.
Wild chopper. Amiga Demos. Amiga Demos. Amiga Demos. Wild Topper. Amiga Demos. Wild Topper.
Okay, so yeah, this part here is pretty much well, timeless. This is 1988. There's demos from 91, 92 that do not get this level of quality, and yeah, the music is a bit patched together on all kind of levels. Like, you know, we have a sampler, let's play with it and see what we can get from whichever thing. Although they did make all their, like, quite a lot of their own samples here with some microphone and some stuff. Also, this group was basically some guys running stuff out of a store called TechSoft, T-E-K Soft, or TEC Soft, sorry. And from Metz, a city in the northeast of France, not that far from Saarbrücken actually. And the store still exists today, not on the addresses list here in the demo, but it's like a generic PC parts store, very likely no longer under the same ownership of the guys who made this demo, because, you know, 30 years ago, even more. So yeah, in the end, this was a demo that sold Amiga 500s a lot, and it showed what it could do. And there. Okay, let's go on, shall we? Because I timed 5 minutes for this one and we are way over and I don't care. To the playlist. So, as mentioned, we're doing some best of Amiga demos here from 50 episodes of Chips and Bricks. We might do a C64 one later, but now we're focusing on the Amiga stuff here. And no specific order, just something that looks good. All of these demos will have been played on the show before, whatever. This one as well, which is coming up, which is as the RVB demo is like my favorite part and whatever. This is oh look, somebody changed the disc. This is a normal workbench, so you can actually go here and open this up and start doing stuff. And you know, oh well, they did take away some functionality, I guess, to make some memory. It doesn't matter. Let's reset this Amiga 500. Unmute the audio, which is not that unimportant. Say goodbye to the Rebels boot. And load our next demo here, which is a total triple trouble. Because yes, it is a demo that I like. It's a demo that I have watched a lot of times, even from before I joined the scene. I got it on some kind of demo disc from a magazine, I think Amiga magazine from Holland, and I watched this over and over again because it was so bloody cool. So there. In the meantime, quick hellos to people who have came in. Milo Mund, sorry. Hi, welcome to the show. Other people watching and who haven't said anything, just check in, say hello, so that we know you're there. Get some social stuff going in the chat. And yeah, let's watch demos after this awesome decrunch, which will kill the stream without a doubt, because certainly this section. Bye bye stream. rebels have hit the town after more or less 6.5 to 7 minutes of total triple trouble, and yes, you always play this demo until the end because it bloody deserves to. This, by the way, came from Chips and Bricks episode number 42. Waited quite a lot until this plugging this in, although I think we put it into a special somewhere every now and then. We did a few specials. I know we did one for Assembly online summer last year. I know we did one for Field FX last year. So could have been in one of those. Sometimes I just tend to forget. Anyway, I know we also covered the Portrait of Dispersion, so this was, I guess, episode number 42 from, well, a few months ago, I guess, because this is number 50. Still going strong, and if people ask me to put down a top 5 list of best Amiga demos ever, I still put this one in, like somewhere number 4, number 5, it doesn't matter, because it just deserves the recognition, and it just, if not for the soundtrack, still on the visuals. I've seen people in the chat go, I still don't know how this is done, and for some of these, I still don't know how it is done, 30 years after this demo was released. I admit, I'm not an Amiga coder, but, you know, even logical thinking, you go like, no, brain goes foofed. So good, let's go on, shall we? Change the disc, and we go from Rebels, we go into Sanity, and we go to Arte, which was included first on the 26th episode of Chips and Bricks. And I almost reset the Commodore 64, which had already switched off. That would have been, well, not interesting. Nothing would have happened. Anyway, up to the next demo. We have about 13 demos total today, by the way, so you know where we are ending up. This is number 5-ish. So this is Sanity with Arte. And if you leave this screen for a while, you get to the credits of this demo. And yeah, I know it's not everybody's pick here with the soundtrack here. This happens. Well, anyway, this was Sanity with Arte. In the meanwhile, we've have some discussion going on of which countries have you been in for demo parties. Well, let's see. For me, really quickly, Belgium, obviously. Netherlands, France, Germany, Switzerland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, US. I think that's it. Didn't go to any in Luxembourg. Didn't do Austria. Oh no, Slovakia. There we go. And I might have forgotten an extra country, but I've mentioned France. I think I didn't. Anyway, good. Let's continue. One from Chips and Bricks 44. We've done some Amiga stuff later on, so that's where all of this comes from. Let's go on with. I have to lean over to reboot. It's quite a long way away right now. With Neverwhere by Cryonics. And after that, well, there's more. Welcome to the show. Decay, Reset Guard, PS, Paraffin. Hello there. Enjoy the show. If you're new here, watching for the first time. We're doing this every week, every Sunday, Chips and Bricks, playing demos and stuff from real hardware. Today, it's Amiga stuff. go to Jono Roads for a demo party. Felice, how is it possible you don't know this? Not that I'm disappointed, I'm like surprised you don't know this. It was like the breakout hit from Revision a few years ago. And so yeah, if Reality is actually contemplating a demo party there, it's awesome. We have to go. I don't want to because it's so bloody up far north in Scotland, which hopefully will rejoin the EU, by the way. Oh, this is resetting? I guess it is. Let's just move on there. Oh, it's even crashing. That's fine, so I can talk. Good. So this was Cryonics, Neverwhere. And yes, would have been good to put Budbrain after this, but we haven't. So we are continuing with TRSI, the final version of the Misery Dentro, which we put out in Chips and Bricks episode number 25. There are a few versions of this one filer, and this is the final one, which we did in our Amiga Dentro episode. So, yep, here's TRSI. And here's a mention of the TRSI ESA Conference 1992. In Leuven, Belgium, held a few streets away from my house back then. We'll get back to that party later. Good. Yes, indeed, Anonym, that big TRSI vector, that was slow. It's just what it is in the original demo as well. Music doesn't slow down, but the frame rate at a certain point does drop to about 60 frames per minute. So, yep, that was it. Otherwise of the demo, everything is smooth, just that one part. For some reason, it just does that. Good. Let's move on, shall we? We've had TRSI with the final misery dentro here, and we're gonna go on with a demo released at Revision. Revision has been doing Amiga stuff as well for years, and in the last few years, the Amiga competition has been extremely strong, extremely well populated, lots of releases, like little party productions, serious demos, fun stuff. Whatever you want, really nice and cool. So thanks must go out to Charlie for putting that together and doing all the socializing, all the social networking to get all those things together, and recording all those things because it's ridiculous the amount of work that goes into that. So this is one of them that's coming up now, and I've told this during the original Chips and Bricks where we've put this demo in. Every now and then in the org area we will go through entries just to have a look what's in, and I remember we were going to the ASCII ANSI with Truck, and Truck said, yeah, let's show Amiga, and we just showed Amiga, and he saw the name of this demo, and yeah, he said, like, I don't think that Truck pissed himself, because that would have been rude and that would be not nice of me to share, so that didn't happen. But he did get excited, and what he got excited about was something from Lemon Point, and that is Rinky Dink, the Redux. This was Rinky Dink Redux, released revision 2013, if I had the text correctly and I remember it correctly. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, hi everyone. If you're tuning in for the first time and wondering what the hell is this here, Chips and Bricks, well, hi, I'm an American Bastard, and every Sunday evening I play demos and stuff. Demos, intros, whatever it throws, from real hardware. Today it's Amiga 500 day. So everything you see here running is running on an actual Amiga 500 next to me. Original configuration, half a megabyte chip RAM, half megabyte fast RAM, 1 Go-Techified disk drive. So that's what we're doing here. We're running everything from ADF images because, well, you know, real floppy drives are unreliable. So there, if you like this, hit the follow buttons, the likes, the subscribes, the whatevers. Stay in touch. We're doing this every Sunday, and time permitting, although not in the following weeks, I think, who knows, might be optimistic. We do unscripted bricks where we just do stuff and we see what happens. So this is part of our regular schedule here, and this is the 50th episode, so we're doing a look back at all the Amiga stuff that we have played on previous shows in the last year. So this is a bit of a best of, but it isn't. It's more like an okay, these are demos that I like myself personally, and let's make a nice order on it. And we've already had one new demo here that we haven't played on the show before, was our starter of the Amiga part. We started by playing 2 demos from TMR, Magic Roundabout of Cosine, who passed away a few days ago. So to remember him, we played some 64 stuff. And then we went on with Amiga, and we started off with the Wild Copper demo. That was the first demo that I saw on Amiga 500 back in late 80s, when I got the Batman pack. So this was not the late 80s, this was the 2010s, 2013, with Rinky Dink Redux. And what I also like is demos which are a bit different, which aren't, you know, using the standard environment. And I like text mode demos. Not that much of them out there on Amiga, sadly. On PC there was some. C64 obviously a lot is text mode there. If you know where to look, it's not that hard to identify. But still, text mode is cool. And DOS mode is cool, and then therefore the next demo is really a favorite of mine, which is called DOS, and it's by Andromeda, and we've had this on the show about half a year ago, and the 31st episode. It was not half a year, it's like, what, September? Who knows? There. So, and it's a bit different. The thing is that with this demo, it's a bit of a load, and it starts really quiet, and you think it's crashed, and then suddenly you hear the music come through. So I'm gonna go to Mr. Screen. Mr. Screen is gonna show you some loading. That'll be a decrunch, and you won't hear a thing, and you think that everything has crashed, but trust me, it hasn't. And then the demo start. This is Andromeda with DOS, and let's go hi to Mr. Screen. Oh, it's downloading. It's decrunching, and the audio should kick in any moment now. Andromeda with DOS from System Bricks number 21. Good. We have 4 more demos to go in this show here. And by the way, looking at the number of viewers and people talking, like you're looking and you ain't talking, join the conversation, join in. Also, if you haven't, please hit that follow button, and it helps the artificial intelligence from Twitch to put this out a bit more to non-followers out there. If it doesn't help yourself, it helps us a bit getting the outreach, because we're not doing this for the money, we're doing this for the outreach. So there we go. More people that know about us, the more people can get to know the demo scene, more people come to demo parties, the more Amiga productions we have. It's that simple. See? Good. Global Trash. That's next. By the Silence. Put it in Chips and Bricks number 21. And not much else to say about that. So yeah, enjoy the demo. I'll talk more after this. Also, small note, I've seem to be losing the left audio every now and then for microsecond. I think the connector here for the cable in mixer is gone a bit wobbly. We'll look into that for next week, and perhaps instead of the jack, use an XLR, because those are usually a bit more stable. So if that happens, we'll replug the cable real quick. It's happened a few times earlier on that we've noticed it. Maybe you didn't, which is good, because then we are faking everything, and that's how you do it. Anyway, speaking of faking, here's a Silence with Global Trash, which is not fake, which is very real. So there we go. might even let the credits, the greetings play full, which we didn't do during the show, because let's just play this demo in full right now, and this is now the more or less the end part, with all the info screen and the credits and whatever stuff after it. Nope, it just restarts. Or it crashes. We'll see at the power in a second. I think it's just restarting. Yep, it is. So this was Global Trash by The Silence. 3 more demos to go. Not the smallest one, and there's actually one that we haven't played before. Just put The Silence away for a second. So there. People have asked me, because last week I said that we would take a summer break after episode number 50, and reason for that is next week is a big busy life week, so there might not be a show next weekend, and we'll see about that. And then we're in July, so we'll no promises yet on that. Some people have asked, so there you go. Let's continue. A few more demos to go. 3, so I said it earlier on. In random order, because it's not really. They're all show enders. They're all compo enders. They're all great demos. But next up is Anarchy. That's with In the Kitchen, which we've shown a while ago on episode number 12 already. So reset the Amiga, switch on the flip floppy. Oh, and of course now you're not cooperating. Let's see if you do it now. Are we? Oh, there we go. Anarchy In the Kitchen is loading. All running on real hardware. Amiga 500, half max chip, half max fast. And here's your music. Hello, microphone. Thank you for cooperating. Nice. So, this was In the Kitchen by Anarchy. I have to repeat because, yeah, I think I need to deoxit the mixer again because I just had to slap the XLR wire into submission. Yes, Daddy. Good. So this was In the Kitchen by Anarchy. And up next is a demo that we've tried to put into the show a few times, and we couldn't. The disk image, the DMS image that you can download on Pruitt, on DemoZoo, scene.org repositories, when you convert it to ADF, it just doesn't run, or it doesn't boot, or it loads everything into memory and then just says haha and stops. And now Truck was so kind to provide the new image, which should be certified to work on the Gotek devices, such as we are using. And it does. So, yay for that. I'm just gonna start it and let you find out what it is. Because this is one that we've been trying to play for close to a year. And here we are. And this happens when you run a demo and change the disk. And here we go. Elfmania. Cracked by Fairlight. Virtual Dreams 242 or Fairlight, so to speak. Finally, an image that works on the setup that we're using here. Yes, it's a movie player. Yes, it is. It's a movie player. We know it's a movie player. Shut up. The entire movie on one floppy disk back when this was made, that was something. The music is kick-ass. If you were here when the stream started, we actually one of the countdown music was a C64 version of this track, made by Virus, actually released at X 2010. So if you missed that, rewatch the video, because we have a pretty decent C64 version of the soundtrack as well. And the soundtrack makes the demo. The demo itself is a technical, show-off look at what we can put into a thing, one floppy disk. And the music makes it. And that's just it. Speaking of demos where the music makes it, I'm gonna quickly jump into a few things here and pause some things. Okay, good, so we can talk. I'll push some buttons later when we get back. Yeah, you're stuck because I just put Kickstart 2.0 floppy into the drive and then it doesn't recognize it and it doesn't boot. So good. Coming up on demos that are defined by the music and the technicalities, that's coming up. It's also the last demo of the show. So before that, all of you watching there and staying quiet in the chat. Oh, by the way, Kuroto Metzilos, hello, welcome to the chat, both of you. So, hi, welcome. So, to stay in touch, because we're doing this regularly every week, there's many of things. There's the website, which I should update again with the latest episodes. There is a Facebook, there's a Twitter, there's a Twitch that you're watching now, most likely. If you like what we're doing this every week, so please hit that follow button. It gives the hive mind artificial intelligence some hints that people like us, and it will suggest our content to more people so we can have more demos in outreach. There's also a YouTube channel. We regularly upload older episodes over there for re-watching. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, hit the likes, hit the dingle bells, whatever is necessary, or any video format which might happen in the future. That's that. Can I switch this off? Yes, I can switch it off. Good, because it's the last demo, also we need to do some shopping, which is our friends from consolecables.be. They provide us with all the cables, hardware, special things, power supplies, video stuff, converters, whatever, except Mr. Screen, we provided that for ourselves. Haha. Demo Scene operated, Demo Scene fanboys, so there's a promo code CB, €5 discount on a €30 purchase. So there. Now, demos which are defined by the music and by the looks in general, and I've talked about my personal top 5 demos, and this one has to be in there. I'm doubting I would actually put it at number 1 because it's like half with Enigma by Phenomena, but the impact it had when it was released, today we would say when it dropped, because hipster speak, was good. And we've already mentioned the TRSI Easter Conference in Leuven, Belgium at Easter 92, because it was the Easter Conference. And that's where this demo was released. The guys came from the south, they came from France, and they, yeah, where's the disc? Here's the disc. They were melon design, and this is Human Target. Happy headbanging. Human target by Melon Design. Let's do final words and stuff here. See if we can get it to the hidden part again. Left mouse button or right mouse button when booting. So let's quickly do that. It's for some background music. This is right mouse button that we're doing now. Let's see if it loads it or if it's gonna go to the main demo. And then we'll do the closings. And if it doesn't, then we'll just shut the demo up and we'll talk. No, it's not right mouse button. Let's go with left mouse button, or maybe the mouse buttons are broken. The mouse has seen its years over here. Its usage. And then, well, there we go. Good. Melon Design, Human Target was the final demo of the show here. So, next week, who knows if we're gonna do something, depends on actual live events. Now, speaking of events, because slowly people are getting jabs in their arms and being able to cross borders again. Oh my, that's like totally like February last year. There are some actual events coming up. So there is Underground Conference is coming up actually in a few weeks if you're in Germany and if you have had all your shots and if you want to be baking outside in the sun for a week and get skin cancer, then go ahead, have fun. I myself, I won't be there. I have other stuff to do and I'm just not gonna go to Germany for a week right now. For July, we've mentioned it last week as well, there is still for Boost Drome, you can get your tunes in, your submissions to your Amiga module size limited before a certain date, and then if you get selected, you get released on an actual audio tape. And also I have to mention, it's a bit in the future, but still, as we all know, X-Party isn't happening this year for realsies, because of things with the venue and confirmation and commitments on a long time. However, on the same day, same weekend, December 4th, Padua is, well, basically the crew of Transmission 64 demo party is doing a fall edition. So Transmission 60 2021. It's in the same day as the X-Party weekend, with the blessing from the X-Party organizers, by the way, not stealing the weekend there. So that's something to look forward to, and get your releases going. In general, get your releases going. If you have something, submit it. Even if it's online or if it's like on site or whatever, or a combination of both. That's a good thing. And while Melon Design is end of line by Melon, and I'm gonna come here as well and close that off. It's gonna be end of line for the show. Thank you all for watching. If you have liked this, do the likes, subscribes, the follows, the whatevers. And see you soon. Maybe next week, maybe the one after there. See the social channels and whatever to find out. Until then, thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Stay healthy, stay safe, get that shot in your arm. Because it actually kills people. It killed TMR, for fuck's sake. So, yeah. Get well, behave, etc. And let's meet somewhere real soon. Bye bye.